Hello everybody and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. I hope you're all well. This is going to be your weekly reading, your week ahead reading for the 9th until the 15th of June 2025. And you'll have to excuse me, I am struggling with a very sore throat as I'm recording this. I've waited as long as possible before recording it to try and make sure that my voice is as clear as possible, so my profuse apologies. I thought it was better doing it than no doing it. So this week I am using the mass market version of the Black Violet Tarot. Now this is an absolutely stunning deck and it's by Heidi Phelps, and it was an indie deck that you cannot get for love nor money. I was very lucky and I got this copy from my good friend Sarah at Tarot by Peachy. So I will link her details below if you are looking for a deck here in kind of like the UK, Europe way. It's by Rockpool and it's got purple. It's got purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really very feminine deck. So we're going to see what's ahead for us this week. Coming week, and I'm going to try not to cough. So this might be the quickest reading you've ever heard me doing. Right, what's happening from the 9th to the 15th of June 2025, please. Okay. Here. Now, I have been using this all week, so this deck has been really well shuffled. Okay, so I just want to say that as a caveat, because once you see the cards you'll be like, has Marion really shuffled that? And I promise you I have. So, the first card that's came out is the King of Wands. Now these cards, being black and white, I hope that you can see this okay. So let me see if I can see my camera. Oh, the sun. So there, is this better? Right, so anyway, this is the King of Wands, and as you can see, you can see the outline of the lion there, right? And I absolutely love this to start our week off, that sitting in our power, sitting in that wands, that fiery wands power, just exactly what we need to kick the week off. We are deep in Gemini season, so it's everything could be a bit airy fairy, everything could be a bit, kind of sitting there wondering like what the hell's going on. If you are working in a business proposal, or you are working on your business or in your workplace, and you're sitting here looking at this and you're wondering like, I need a sign, Marion, I need some kind of sign to suggest that I'm on the right track, what I'm building is worth it. Then take this as your sign, because the King of Wands is very much that entrepreneurial card for me. They're the self-made person, it's the energy, the CEO. Maybe sometimes if it's more the kind of, they've built themselves up for nothing kind of thing, they've not had any shortcuts. And this could be Leo ascendants as well. If you, in particular, if you've been going through a really rough time, which I know you have, this could be a kind of signal to everybody, but in particular, Leo placements, Leo ascendants, take this card as a wee kind of a saying, right, you're on the right track, keep doing what you're doing, you can get through this. That's what it's feeling like. In relation to the rest of the cards, the next two cards are very much like, wow, let's go. So we have got the Fool, right, and we have got the Magician. So that's why I said at the beginning, I have really shuffled these. And when these two cards come out in combination together, it always strikes me as something that, this is absolutely the right time for this. This is absolutely the time that you can excel. It's like going forward, the time for waiting is over. And I think that that speaks very much of the astrology that's going on right now. We've just got Venus moving into Taurus, and we love that, right? Because Venus is now in her home sign, one of her home signs, the other being Libra. And when Venus is in one of its home signs, it just excels. It's just like magical fairy dust going into this transit. And then what we'll have as well is we will have Jupiter moving into Cancer, the sign that it's exalted in. So the next few weeks, the next month or so, there's going to be this incredible energy. The two benefics in Hellenistic astrology, the two not necessarily the lucky planets, but the really kind of a well-meaning, good planets, even though I hate using good and bad. I don't use that, but for want of a better term, it's like things are going to get better. Things are going to feel, there's more opportunity, there's more potential to grow. And it's just going to feel nicer. The energy is just going to feel nicer going forward. And it is very much that, right, you're ready to go. If you're literally like a fool right now, and you're kind of waiting, should I jump, should I not jump, will I jump, will I not jump, do it. This period of time that we're coming up to, there is this overwhelming potential, and it's that sort of it's a bit like, see, the muses. I don't really talk about the muses that often, but the muses will come and they will give you inspiration for things. And if you don't take the inspiration, if you don't take their messages, they will go and they will find somebody who will. That's how you see it. When you have an idea, and you don't pursue that idea, and it keeps going on at you and you don't pursue it, so it just put it to the back of your mind. You think, oh well, I can't do that, or I don't want to do that, or it's not the right time, etc, etc. But your intuition keeps telling you is do it. And then all of a sudden, like maybe a couple of months later or something, you're online or you're somewhere and you hear about somebody doing the thing that you had wanted to do, but you decided, no, I'm too scared, or I'm too this, or I'm too that to do that. And you're really upset and you're really disappointed, because you're like, oh, and you have this pang of regret that you didn't do the thing. So that's what I would suggest. If you don't feel like you're ready, just try it. Excuse me. If you don't try, you will know, right? Okay, so it's like, what I would suggest to you is, the magician is turning up here to say, you know what, right, I know you're scared, but I've got the tools. Here you go, here are the tools. So by beginning the process, and whatever this process is, it could be a work thing, it could be a relationship thing, it could be anything, whatever is coming to your mind when I'm speaking to you, that's the thing that we're talking about, right? So it's a case of when this inspiration strikes, because the inspiration is striking so much right now. And this card deck has been absolutely incredible for me when I've been using it. And so I want to pass that on. That's why one of the reasons why I chose to use this deck, because it's so full of incredible energy, and it is just like this kind of it's got this feeling of, well, you can do anything you put your mind to. That's this feeling for this deck that I get. It's very strange, but in a good way. So this is what I would suggest to you. So going forward this week, right, don't be afraid, right? Even if you need to shut your eyes and you need to hold on to somebody's hand to make the leap, do it. Okay, just take a wee step, take baby steps. You don't need to make a massive leap, right? You can take it a wee step at a time and just see. And then the people that you need, the universe will provide them, and you will meet them in the most random places. But follow your intuition when it comes to this, okay? reply to that email. Reply to that random email that you think is spam, but actually it isn't. Say yes to opportunities, because you just don't know where they'll lead you. Okay, my darlings. I hope that's helped you. Hope that's made some sense for you this week. Have a wonderful week, and hopefully next time I speak to you, I will be back to full strength. Okay, take care, darlings. Bye.